I feel very strongly about how much society is hurting from the simps of the world. We live in an age now where putting women on a pedestal have hit new highs. Throughout history, there has always been this very bizarre idea that some men have of putting all women on a pedestal, that we should treat them all like queens and that they're all special. These are the comforting lies, gentlemen, that you've gotten from Disney movies, from romantic comedies of the past 4 decades, that all women are gentle little flowers that have to be romanced and that we as men should be subservient to them. Well, I'm here to give you a news flash. That is the biggest crock that has led to so many men being brainwashed and eventually treated like crap from the women they like. First of all, this is not an anti-woman video. I'm not saying that every woman out there is a treacherous, gold-digging, sociopathic vampire. That's not the truth, but they're not all angels either, gentlemen. The reality is that every person, including women, are flawed. And as you go through life, whether you walk the alpha path or not, you're gonna run into women that may seem to be perfect, but just give it time, gentlemen, the flaws will come out. And the same goes for us. Men, we're flawed too. The problem is this idea that we should somehow bend over backwards for a woman. All that is going to do is make her lose respect for you. The best thing that you can do is actually treat them like a person and treat them like you don't sweat them. You are not intimidated by their beauty. The minute that a woman suspects that you sweat her, it's game over, fellas. However, I feel like lately, in the past, let's say about 10 years, it's gotten much worse. With the explosion of OnlyFans and the increase in more women choosing to take the path of becoming online influencers or online models, this has created a problem where simping has drastically increased. Why is it that every time I go to even a mildly attractive woman's Instagram and I look at the comments, it's hundreds, if not thousands of men typing up kissing emojis or heart emojis or absolutely praising the woman as being beautiful, or in some cases the most beautiful woman on earth, and all kinds of shallow compliments that ultimately accomplish nothing. I don't care if you leave 100,000 comments over the span of 5 years to a woman, it doesn't mean she's gonna sleep with you. In fact, it's more likely that she senses that you are desperate and will never sleep with you, and on the contrary, is going to just play with you, giggle, and gladly take your money because she sees you as a meal ticket. And as a man, you need to have a lot more respect for yourself than that one. Look, I'm not saying that all cam models are bad people. I'm not saying that all thoughts are in life simply to take advantage of men, but many of them are, and at the very least, it's a business to them. The more hungry and thirsty guys they have leaving them comments, the more their pocket fills up. The more they entice and seduce men with provocative pictures, the likelihood of them converting these men into OnlyFans subscribers increases, and that means they get paid. And what are you left with, guys? An empty wallet, along with a hand that contains only your meat, because that's all you're doing is beating it and getting nothing else in return. A lot of online models are also very good at pretending to be your friend. They oftentimes will try to seduce you into paying them more money to see exclusive content, as they say, and some of them are very good at doing this, and what ends up happening is once again you are tricked because of your own desperation and your own horniness. You are tricked into thinking that you are actually her friend and that she cares about you. Again, I want to reiterate, some of these women are nice people, but you as a man have to have a bit more respect for yourself than to spend all of your time suckling her toes when you could be out there accomplishing your purpose. You could be out there starting businesses. You could be out there making sales. You could be out there doing side hustles. You could be accomplishing something positive and with purpose. Instead, you are wasting minutes, hours, sometimes even days, talking to these women that are unavailable to you. It is a waste of time, a waste of money, and most of all, a waste of dignity. Have some self-respect. Don't you think you deserve to have a good girlfriend? Don't you think you deserve to have a hot girl that's all yours? Why waste your time on a woman whose attention is divided between millions of men who are just customers to her? This has become an epidemic, gentlemen, and the unfortunate reality of all of this is that there is an increasingly wide number of men that continue to fall into these patterns. You are not going to get a girlfriend or even find a hookup partner by wasting time on these websites. You are only going to do that if you work on yourself and become the best possible version of you that you can become. Work on your looks, work on your game, work on your money. Improve yourself. That way you will be the one with the options. You will be the one that will have multiple women that are potentials and get to pick the one you want the most for yourself. Spending day after day complimenting a woman on Instagram is not the alpha path. In fact, and please respect my tough love here for you guys, it's actually very beta. It is a waste of time and money. And what's sad is that this is now becoming an addiction. Pornography addiction, which includes women modeling on camera, is a real problem going on now in the world, and a real problem that men must overcome. I understand that one of the reasons as to why men fall into this trap is because of their overall shyness. They're too shy and too afraid to talk to a girl in real life. Well, luckily here on the Alpha Path, I have a video that will help you get the courage to talk to a woman by teaching you some techniques that have worked in the real world for me and many other men. And trust me, we've got way more content like this coming here on the Alpha Path. But guys, do me a favor and share this video with any of your friends who might have trouble with simping, or who might be addicted to pornography, or who might be one of these guys that just spends a bunch of money on online models instead of spending it on himself to improve himself, so that someday he can actually get a real girl who will love him, who will screw his brains out, and who will take care of him. If you want to attract a great woman, you should probably try your best to make yourself a great man. And that's what we do here on the Alpha Path, where we turn men into better men. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, write a comment down below, and I thank you until next time.